Hello all, in this lecture we are going to see the features of a crawler. So we'll first of all just have an overview of the web crawler, then the features of a crawler. So what is web crawling? You can see that web crawling is the process by which we gather the pages from the web to index them and support a search engine. So the objective of the crawling is to quickly and efficiently gather as many useful web pages as possible together with the link structure that interconnects them. So these web pages which are crawled, its text part as well as the link structure, it will be extracted and it will be given to the indexer for indexing them. Now this web crawler is sometimes referred to as a spider, and you can see a figure here. In this figure, the various components of a web search engine is shown. And it is a composite picture of the web search engine, including the crawler as well as both the web page and the advertisement indexes. And the portion of the figure under the curved dashed line is internal to the search engine. So there are some set of web pages, and you can see that the web crawler is going to gather these web pages and to that the text information as well as the link information which is extracted, it will be given to the indexer and the indexes will be generated. And there are some advertisement indexes as well. This particular portion, this is internal to the search engine, and the user when the user is requesting for some web pages, based on the user's query, the corresponding web page will be fetched, and you can see that sometimes these pages will be by the advertisers and sometimes it will be by fetched from the web itself. And again, you can see that these advertisement indexes are the sometimes it is used by the spammers as well. So this is an overview of the web crawler. Now the features of a crawler. You can see that the desiderata for web crawlers can be listed in two categories. It can be either the features that web crawlers must provide and the features that web crawlers should provide. The features a web crawler must provide, there are two different types of features, robustness as well as the politeness feature. Now by robustness, it means that the crawler should be resilient to any traps. The crawlers must be designed to be resilient to any trap such as the spider trap. Now what is a spider trap? It is just like an insect is getting trapped in a spider web. You can see that once the insect is getting trapped into the spider web, it is not possible to come back. So similarly, the web contains servers that creates the spider traps, which are generators of web pages that mislead the crawlers into getting stuck, fetching an infinite number of pages in a particular domain. So once the crawler is trying to access web page from such web servers, you can see that it is not possible for that web crawler to come back and fetch web pages from another domain. So it will be continuously fetching the web page from the same server or same host. Now the second feature which a crawler must provide, it is known as the politeness feature. You can see that web servers have both implicit and explicit policies regulating the rate at which a crawler can visit them. So it is not possible for the crawler to visit one particular host on a regular basis. There are some restrictions imposed. So these politeness policies must be respected. Some of the policies are implicit and some of the policies are explicit, and this should be satisfied. Now the features a crawler should provide, there are 6 different features: distributed, scalable, performance and efficiency, quality, freshness and extensible. By distributed, it means that the crawler should have the ability to execute in a distributed fashion across multiple machines. Now coming to scalable, the crawler architecture should permit scaling up the crawl rate by adding extra machines and bandwidth. You can see that by distributing the architecture and by scaling, we can improve the performance and the crawl rate can be increased. Now coming to the performance and efficiency, the crawl system should make efficient use of various system resources, including the processor, storage, and network bandwidth. Now, in the case of quality, you can see that significant fraction of all the web pages are of poor utility for serving the user query needs. Now, the crawler should be biased towards fetching the useful pages first. And after fetching the useful pages, then the remaining pages can be considered. Next, the freshness feature. You can see that the web pages will be updated from time to time. There is a chance that after fetching the corresponding web page from a URL, by after some time the web page is updated. So due to that reason, the web crawler operating in a continuous mode should obtain fresh copies of previously fetched pages. A search engine crawler can thus ensure that the search engine's index contains a fairly current representation of each index web page. So when the content changes, you can see that the indexing also change. So it is required that if we are using a continuous mode of operation, if the web crawler is operating in a continuous mode, in that case, the URL should be fetched and the corresponding web page from the URL should be fetched and it should be indexed. The index part should be updated. The last feature is extensible feature. The crawler should be designed to be extensible in many ways, like cope with the new data formats, new fetch protocols, and so on. And this demands that the crawler architecture should be modular. If it is modular, if when required, we can add new modules and we can ensure that the crawler is able to adapt with the changes in the system. So it is required that the crawler should be extensible. So these are the features the crawler should provide. So we'll wind up this session with this. Thank you.